So, how's it going, everyone? ZDS here, and welcome to a stream that I haven't done in quite some time. Oh, there it is. So, as you can see, I am indeed playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. Let's get my fucking thing up. Hold on. Alright, let's see, where was I? Okay, so that's where I was. As you can see, I am playing the little Tide Pod, so that's Connor. I mean, barely anyone watches my streams, but I mean, fuck it. Everyone, if you are fucking watching this, even though I barely have any fucking subs, subscribe to Little Tide Pods. He does, so all I can say is that he makes some unique content. I can say that much. Alright, so where was I? Okay, yeah. So as you can see, I've played this game so much. Completed most of the DLC because there's one DLC that I haven't finished yet. But here's the thing: I haven't really played this game like a couple months, so I might as well do. I do remember the basic concept. I do remember how the ending goes. I remember the combat mechanics, but as a person who's actually played the game all the way to the end, it's going to be a very difficult journey thrown out. So why don't we just be quiet and just get on with the game. Play line 2. Now, I haven't played the games in a while, so of course I'm not doing hardcore mode. But once I do keep streaming this game more and more, I'm gonna play on hardcore. But for now, we're playing normal. Warhorse, keep doing what you're doing. Great company, actually do. So yeah, so the early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV. But now, with his son Wenceslas the Idle on the Bohemian throne, was falling into disarray. The king's inactivity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother King Sigismund of Hungary. Okay then. Here you go. Here's the opening schematic. That's not to self. I just gotta tell you right now. The game. Well, this is like a pre-rendered cutscene. But this is basically what the game looks like. So here we are, 1403 in Silver Skallets. We play as a man named Henry, who is the son of a blacksmith. And holy sh! Oh my god, this is way too loud. As I was saying, welcome to Come Deliverance, 1403, year 1403. We are Henry of Skallets, son of a blacksmith. All I can say is that much. I don't want to spoil anything else. But yeah, so as you can see, Skallets is a pretty decent place. Got it's a coal. I guess you could say it's a coal. It's a coal mine village. Knights have come into town. Come to go to that little castle up there. And this is where. Okay, not yet.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, that is Henry's mother and father, as I said. And when you first go to this,
Henry!
you can see
Get
that
up now.
Henry
There's
is
work to be done.
a drunkard.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Ah, fuck. Alright, now here is when we finally get to play the game. Alright. Just wait for it to load. Ooh. The one thing about this game that I don't really like
A fine state you're in this morning.
is
What on earth did you get
how
up to
slow
last
those
night?
screens are. Alright, so character. By means of the first two choices in this dialogue, you select your character's default characteristics. If you're not satisfied with them, not to worry. All characteristics can be developed without further limitations. Alright, so as you can see, we can choose any of these four options to increase one of our characteristics. You can say this to increase our speech characteristics, making us better talking. Just I was dancing for agility, so we can move much faster and we can sneak around better. Vitality, I'm sure you know that, more stamina, more health, more damage you can take, and strength, more damage you can deal, how much damage you can take. But at this start of the game, see, if I remember correctly, I chose speech. That's my first playthrough. But I think now I'm gonna go for strength to start off.
I was sweating in the forge all day yesterday, and then I was helping Fritz and Matthew with some errands. So I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Here we go. Oh yeah, agility is also another good thing you want, because you're going to be
No,
wanting
it's just
to
Matthias.
shoot with a
he's
bow
teaching me archery.
pretty early on.
Archery? Do you want to become a poacher? Have you any idea of the punishment for that? And where did you get a bow anyway?
Oh, come on. I've
But
no
your second
interest in
choice won't
teaching.
immediately
It's
level
just a bit of
up,
fun.
so remember that.
Christ, give me strength. Just don't do anything stupid. For the love of God. Promise.
I promise.
No, you don't really need to talk to her. I need to increase my settings a bit. There we go. That seems good enough. Let's see. First thing you want to do, eat from this pot. You should be good for the day. I think you don't have an inventory yet. Remind you do. I'm just really dumb. Go to your player. You can go to your stats right now. Sidekicks. That's new. Here are your stats. You can increase any one of your stats. Visibility and conspicuousness is going to be for, oh, and noise is going to be useful for, you know, for stealth. The lower noise it is, the better. The lower conspicuousness, the better for stealth. Let's level up if we can. I don't think we can yet. Nope, though. For strength you can, yes. Okay, so if you chose strength, as your like immediate like leveled up skill characteristics, save your point, because I think personally I think both of these are pretty useless. If you chose agility, I'm assuming it's gonna be these. I had to go with, for agility, I'd say it's these two. Or maybe just this. So yeah, for agility, just lets you nothing you can do. If you choose vitality, I'd recommend yeah, I recommend sprinter for this, for vitality. For speech, you should probably get final offer. But I never seen a psychic thing before. Maybe it's because the DLC that I didn't get. Let's see. Let me just. On your okay. So of course you go through here, check your stuff. Your inventory, of course. On the right side where you can see Henry, you can see what time it is, and the types of stuff and the clothing you're wearing. On the bottom of it, you can see your level, the damage of your weapon, how much defense each body part of your armor gives, what your health is at, how much your energy is at. Energy is like how it's like because you do need to sleep in this game to actually like survive. Nourishment to E, of course, and that's basically all the necessary stuff. Alright, so first, just get this food first. That's what you need to do. Open this up. Take the bandages. Actually, take everything. You're gonna need those. Take the apples. Definitely gonna need that. Take the soup. You're gonna need as much food as you can get in the early game. I remember when I first played this game, I just stole everything. Remember, there is a carry weight. If you carry too much, you can't walk or fast travel. Fast traveling works a little bit differently. I'll show you that later. No lockpick. Can't lock my own fucking. Alright, so we'll just go outside. And here we go. Welcome to Scallots. Pretty quiet town. Talk to father.
At least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzik's sword, which I had engraved in Sassar.
You want me to go and pick it up? Alright. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Alright, so as you can tell, your game saves every time you finish the dialogue entry. You can press up D-pad for the map and hold up D-pad for quest log. Press L3 to crouch, you know, for that stealth. Alright, so as you know, we had to get money, the charcoal, and a cross guard. But let's get my bad. The money first. By talking to Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
I knew you'd be trouble. Father says if you don't pay up, he'll come here himself and hammer those nails into your hairy arse.
I'd like to see him try. Fuck off, you bastard, or your old man will be pulling those nails out of you.
There's a lot of words, but I'll get through it. But I'll just simplify. So in any way, you get a dialogue. You can choose. You can choose your different ways of persuasion. You can try using speech, which is basically your reputation or your skill. That crown icon with the heart, that's basically the more noble you are, the more noble looking you are, the more clean you are, the higher it is. Basically, so if you're dressed up as like a prince or something, like a really like high class nobleman, it's gonna be really high up. But if you're dressed as a knight, it's probably gonna be like in the middle somewhere. If you're dressed as like a bandit or a peasant, it's gonna be down somewhere in the low. That sword, that is two swords clashing. That means the more strength you have, what type of weapons and armor you're wearing, and if you have any bloodstains on you, then that also increases. Then again, you could also just go for bribing them with some good old groschen, which is the currency, or in rare cases you can just use any other skill. Like if you're talking to an archer, and he doesn't want to like teach you, you can or something like that, or he can just like tell him you're pretty good at archery, so stuff like that. And you actually you actually gotta read what you're trying to say. The one at the bag, the money, the numbers next to the bag is your money. The ones next to actual coins is the money you have to pay. The mouth is the speech level, charisma level, of course, and the strength level. And that little like face down there is your reputation with that person. That's and if you have this perk empathetic, which I'm pretty sure is part of the speech tree, you can see the person you're talking to, their characteristics. But it's just talk to Kunesh right now. So we got 31 reputation with Kunesh. Our speech is pretty low. We could try using strength, or it could just be a. So now let's just try this.
I must have misheard you. It sounded like you just told me to clear off. But you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me, would you?
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if you fail the strength option, which I just did, then you're gonna fight Kunesh. So of course, you hold out. You're automatically locked onto your opponent. So there's that. L1's to block. L2's to kick. R1's to jab, or a fast attack. It's like a Dark Souls quick attack. And R2 is like your Dark Souls heavy attack. As you can see there, that purple line, that purple like little bar there, that is your opponent. So in this case, Kunesh's stamina, or how much health he has. That little icon there bleeding with the bleeding foot, that's your wounds, like your debuffs. The yellow icon is of course your stamina, of course sprinting, block, kicking, any form of attacking would decrease it. And that red bar is your health. So red bar is your health, the purple bar is your enemy's health.
Quitting?
Yeah, this is really
Well landed!
yeah, don't forget to I forgot to lock on there. If there's a circle around your thing, then that means you're locked on.
Oh dear, did that hurt?
I'm not that good at this game yet. I mean, so you're Henry, a peasant who is the son of blacksmith. So you're not really gonna be that good at fighting, not yet at least. So yeah, because you just started out, escaping those grab attacks are gonna be really hard. As you can see, I'm trying to do a grab attack on him, but that won't work. The more damage you take, the less health you have, and the less stamina you can actually have. So you gotta really make sure. Oh, that was, yeah, those are some good hits. Those are some lucky hits. Yeah. So when it's your first time fighting, you actually here's some. Yeah, I forgot to mention. When you're fighting, always keep moving. Always keep moving, and always swing when you see an opening. If you stay still, then your opponent will, then your enemy will see the opportunity to attack you, just like that. So try not to miss. As you can see, I leveled up some stats. Try to conserve your stamina as best as you can. There you go.
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Alright, so all you gotta do is just bring him down to like half his health, and you win. Most people tend to back off once you once you bring their health down to a certain level. Bandits and knights, however, are not the same way. They'll fight you to the end. So we gotta find something that's worth the value of taking from Kunesh. So we got the tools back. Obviously. Just gotta find something worth selling. I can't quite remember where it is. Here's the axe. Here it is. Okay, we still gotta find something to sell. Okay, so we still gotta find something valuable from Kunesh. Which, as of now, the only option I can see are chickens.
All right, blacksmith boy, you got the better of me. Take what you want. You haven't heard enough.
Cause I need some money. Let's see here. Well, I'll think of something. Okay, yeah, there it is. If you need a sprint, hold circle.
Hey, Henry's come to see you. How are you?
So you're gonna need about 10 ounces or 10 of those thingies. So you're gonna need to sell some stuff. Okay, so if you picked up the marigold detection from your house, sell those. Those are pretty much useless. I mean, they're not useless, but I'm saying they're useless. But yeah, we do that right now. Keep your savior. Actually, sell all but one. So now that you got that, buy 10 of these. Actually, no, don't do that. Charcoal's cheaper. Is actually cheaper than you think. So, yeah. All right.
Hey, Pip, do you want to learn
And
something?
now we bought the charcoal.
I don't think so. Thanks.
Now let's go talk to the
Have you
swordmaster to
recovered
get some
from yesterday's
training.
great wound?
Oh, it was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Let's go.
Yes.
Alright, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Okay, so while he's doing that, quickly sprint, hold circle or B to go buy yourself the drinks.
You can't be serious. Insulting our king.
What? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done all.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Gutenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you,
is
Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So essentially,
What's going on here?
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just listen and you'll hear for yourself. Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even
I am
God
back.
himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
It's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Ratzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deal will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Ratzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
Alright, so of course you can do whatever you want, but I'm just gonna won't do it because Time is of the essence.
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a lesson, but...
You do, however,
I don't
lose some
have time.
reputation, but...
That's disappointing. Still, we can manage without you. Let's go.
You lose some
lads.
reputation, but...
Honestly, hell.
Time is of the essence, and I just skipped that. So we gotta go meet up with that swords, with that guy up here. Which I'm pretty, yep, here it is.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
Yep, just like I said during the fist fight.
Alright. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Ah, good. Once again, not bad. Now you're getting it. Very good. Good. The point of the blade is...
Okay, so let me say this. So, when you first start off in the game, of course, Henry isn't going to be this... Like I said, he's just the son of a blacksmith. He isn't going to be this knight, this born to be a knight. So, of course, when you're starting off, your swordsmanship sucks. So, you can't really start swinging over the place. You actually gotta make their swings count. So now you gotta stab.
Very good. Alright. Fine. Now.
Why is that so messed up in my ear?
Good. Let's try something else. One strike, I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time.
Or maybe it was wrong.
As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
I'm pretty sure you just do it faster though.
Alright. Fine. Alright. Alright, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight.
He's right.
You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Yep, he's right. Not gonna lie though, he's actually pretty late. Alright, so if you leveled up, I recommend Scout 1 if you level up. And yeah. Alright, so now let's go and get the ale from Henry's girl. I can say that much. Bianca.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Just be honest.
Just ale.
What else could I expect from a village lout? What will it be then, ragamuffin?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Lanyon?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be
He promised to teach me how...
What use would that...
Enough. You sound...
How?
Does that say?
Your favorite.
Really? You bet I will.
Okay, so you get 5 serious naps. We kind of really need to go hurry up here. Not really, but still. So serious naps are basically like your saves. They're your manual saves. Cause I mean, the game automatically saves moments during quests, important quests, and also saves when you sleep in certain beds. But if you really need to make a save, drink a save your snap, and you save your game. But because it's a drink, you still get drunk from it.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Alright, so now that we've got the cross guard, we can go back to Father.
Yeah, about time.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. That's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. This will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe? Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe? And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Oh, got what he deserved, did he? Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
What, so you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish. So what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
God above.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Alright.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, then. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
Talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them, or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened? Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move in, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time!
Oh, Henry!
inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah!
Get through the gates!
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Alright. This is where the game starts. This is where the game truly starts. The village of Scallis is plundered and pillaged. I guess plundered and pillaged. I guess I think it's in wording. But yeah, it's been pillaged. These bandits wearing strange armor that are not normally worn by actual knights or other bandits, come and brutally murdered Henry's mother and father, and of course now you must run away.
Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
O grande się na distota nie uda się. Opiciaba mi jest! Ile to kiełbasy?
Okay, that was a bad idea. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, it's better if you try to save her to get that rep up. Yeah, it's better to save her, so remember that. No matter what happens, I'm gonna say this much, no matter what happens, she'll always survive. But you should probably kick that. So she probably just attack them, allow her to escape, and just run for a horse. And don't just do what I did, because you can just break your ankles at like the smallest drop ever. Don't go that way, because there's humans. There's a guy just casually minding his own business over there. Oopsie daisy. You have D-pad to draw your weapon.
Go to hell, you tattard beast!
Oh yeah, horse riding, you can trying to call your horse. Yeah, a horse will automatically follow your path. If you press circle once, it's a canter. If you double press circle, then it's a blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You actually gotta hold it though. So it's one circle. So let's press it once and hold it to canter. And press it and then press it once, and then press it again. Hold that second one to gallop. That green bar next to your health is your horse's stamina. But when you gallop or canter, your stamina drains as well. So yeah. But the better your horsemanship, the less stamina you will drain. Now, here's the thing. Of course, like in real life, you can't bandage your wounds. You can't bandage your wounds mid combat, because how are you just gonna leave yourself open like that? So basically, all it is that after this cutscene, all you gotta do is just gallop. That's all you gotta do. Gallop. Just run and run and run. Just run before you can bleed out. You might get hit a couple times, but just keep going.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you accidentally fall in the stream, you're basically dead. Unless you clutch it.
Yeah.
Honestly, clutch it like me.
Warn the others. They've tore its scallops.
Magdoglass. Yeah.
Yeah, so just for quick information, every time you get hit, you actually lose stamina. That goes for your horse as well.
Go! They'll kill you all! Warn the others. They've tore its scallops.
Yeah, they'll chase you for miles until you actually get to Talmberg.
Flee to Talmberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really gotta make it though, because of course you can't bandage yourself, so you gotta hurry up or you gotta bleed. You gotta bleed out. Ah, there you go. And that's how you do it.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Alright, so we made it to Talmberg. Pretty small village. But, yeah. don't really know what to talk about here. I just have so much ideas for this game. Talking, but not right now. Here we go. Now, of course, we gotta wake up tired. Or I mean, you gotta come here tired and hungry. That's an understatement.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
What the fuck?
I heard about the father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his time.
What just happened? I don't know why I just lost rotation.
Milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
Lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Eat. Just right in your face. Just eat. Like I said, take all the food you can. It's not stealing if they just give you the food. You should probably just start eating the food though. Eat that lentil soup. Gonna need more. Don't go over 100 in your nourishments, so you don't get fat. You don't have to take off your shoes, but I like to do it. Sleep until morning. So I recommend around 7. I like how Skyrim works.
Today the patrols will be doubled.
Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady. Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a sermon.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You can do what you want. You can choose what you want. All I'm saying. All basically this is just tell the story along the cutscene. This one. But I just do this because for the lore.
I'll tell you what happened.
Just the recap.
It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him.
It's also a good chance to increase your characteristics, for I'd mention.
He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it.
And so remember, when choosing characteristic options, it's better to choose the option
You don't say.
that you have a good affinity with, but also that makes sense with the conversation.
Ready to attack the town. Sigismund's cavalry was composed of cumans. They're diabolical barbarians from the east, with no regard for the rules of warfare, bloodthirsty cutthroats. The very fact Sigismund has them with him shows what a tyrant he is.
Well, I don't know.
That
And
works.
death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers.
And then I saw him knocking down one cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, knights in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
There you go.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
It's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you said?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young. Beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Ah, fuck. My bad. Somebody language. I'm just staring at my phone the entire time. Oh, that was a real long cutscene. Oh, God. Alright. Where's the torch? Here's the torch. Hold it. Hold left D-pad. Use the torch if you have a torch. And you're gonna need a torch or a Nighthawk potion, which is a night vision potion, because you're gonna need it because it is really dark. I think I've been streaming on for like an hour this game. I think I'm gonna stop when I reach like midnight.
Prepare for the worst, but don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, all will end well.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz. Then who is it? The scouts Jim is sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund. Said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Take care.
Okay.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Hovel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir.
You know what? I think I'm actually just gonna end the stream after save
We'll meet
because
again when
because
circumstances are more favorable.
I'm
Farewell,
actually
friend.
surprisingly tired.
And good fortune. Give my regards
So-
to Sir Hamish.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. It's a
I
dark
want to
time.
save. Go on Netflix. Watch a movie or something. I don't know. Beep. You know that I miss you. Okay, that's really annoying. Save game. Just cost you one. Save your snap. Game save. Could just done that. Alright, this is where I ended. Alright, so see you guys later when I do another stream. This has been Kingdom Come Deliverance. I hope you liked it. I'll probably be I'm probably gonna be doing more of this. But yeah, see you next time.